Hello, welcome to Wendy's Colouring, and today is my, plans for August. But as you might have noticed if you watch me, July was a waste of time because I just didn't do anywhere near enough colouring. I don't really know why, I just did not feel like doing it. My mojo, I did say this at the end of last month really, but my mojo just seemed to have gone. The heat, it's been very warm in the UK over July, and I do find dealing with the heat very difficult, and very difficult at school, and I think it just really saps you of energy, doesn't it? It's just incessant. It's just, you just can't get away from it, can you? Here in the UK, you get home, it's roasting. You just can't. I think I just couldn't get to a comfortable temperature, and it just takes away all your energy. So I just didn't feel like doing a huge amount, and I couldn't make myself. And then when I've actually finished school and I thought, yeah, okay, I can do a bit of colouring, I think I was just so tired. I just wanted to do a bit of nothing for a while, not putting myself under any pressure to finish something or do something just to get a video out at the end of the month. And I think I just come to the conclusion, no, actually, I'm just going to have a proper break and not worry about it too much. No one's dying because I've not done a video at the end of the month, have they? So yeah, I gave myself a bit of a break. So colouring wise, I'm going to show you the whips I've started. They're quite away from being finished, but they are the pages I actually started during this month. So this is one of the tracing books. This one is Tracing Around the World, the blue one. I have two of these books. I think I'm going to get the third just so I have them all. It has these kind of thin, light lines on it, so they are quite tricky to see on camera. But I have started on this one from India. It's quite nice in that obviously I spend a lot of time taking the line work out, and this is the complete opposite. You're spending your time working around the light guidelines, and by the end of it there will be no outlines. I might put some back in on some of this little decoration. This so far is just in luminance. I think, from memory, I think all three of these books that I've been working on have just been my luminance pencils, because they've kind of just been out on my desk here. But yeah, I'm quite happy with where I've got to with it. Obviously I'm pretty much done with the elephant. I've not done his little toes yet. This headdress is probably going to be very similar, matching to that, and I'm thinking I'm going to take the same colours into the parasol and maybe into the this, because I think it's a flag, isn't it, looking at how it is. So I'm thinking so that the same kind of fabric go through all of them. And then obviously I've got this little monkey to do, and the seat arrangement. So I've still got quite a bit to do. I don't know what I'm going to do background wise. I don't know whether the paper in this book will allow me to do a watercolour background. If I'd used my brain, I probably should have used a gelato over the background first, but gel crayon, so that background was in, but I didn't because I was roasting to death, and I just thought I'll colour a bit of elephant. That's simple enough. But yeah, quite happy with that page. These images in this book are a lot more kind of bold and basic compared to a more modern books. And I can't see myself colouring all of them. Like when I'm looking through here, I'm not a great lover of scenes, as I've said quite a few times. So unless there's a character in it, it does, like, I know it's the Great Wall of China and it's important, it's historical, but as an image it doesn't fill me with joy. Whereas I prefer this where it's got a bit of people in. I don't know why that matters to me, but something in my brain makes me more interested if there's a person or something else going on. I do quite like the Egyptian ones, but yeah, I'll try and get that one finished this month. What else? These I have not got very far on at all. We'll go through them anyway. It's just Soulmates. This is uncoloured to me. I have been wanting to do this page for quite a while, and I did make a start, but then I just lost my will to do any colouring. So I'm working on this chameleon page. As you can see, I've started working in onto the flowers. They're nowhere near finished, but I've started to get the base colour in. Thinking I might add a little bit of red into some of the oranges, not sure. I need to think about what colour my chameleons are going to be. Are they going to be like the flowers? Or are we going to be like the leaves? Or a bit of both? I don't know. I haven't got thought very far. I just thought I'll colour a few flowers in, and that's literally how far I got. This is how far I was off making a video. This also an uncoloured book to me, Flora by Maria Troll. Got a little bit further with this one. I was doing this one downstairs. Not that that makes any difference to you, you don't care where I was colouring it, but I generally do colour up here in the craft room. But I was doing this downstairs because it was a little bit cooler downstairs. I mainly concentrated on the background. I don't find it as easy to colour when I'm not actually at the desk. But I thought I can probably do a little bit of layering in a background. And I'm fairly happy with the background. I don't think it's finished. But I'm quite happy with how I've started it, and obviously I've worked a little bit into a skin. Again, it's not finished a skin, I don't think. It still needs a few more layers, I think, but it's on the way. So obviously I've got all the main details to do, really, and her hair and things like that. And these verbenas, yeah, we've still got quite a bit to do, but I've started in Flora at least. And then in an attempt to get past my colouring block, I thought, get a book you love out, and if you don't colour in this, then we're in serious trouble. So I have started a page in this. I've been working on this one reasonably recently. So I did a skin, and then it came to the hair, and I was like, oh, I don't enjoy hair. I know some people really love doing hair, don't they? But I get a bit bored. The skin I could do all day, every day. It doesn't bother me. Quite enjoy it. Quite like the challenge of it. Hair, I soon get bored with it. And that's kind of where I got to. I was doing a little bit more on this side last night and thought, no, don't do any more till you've done your video. Because you're cheating now, because it's August, strictly speaking. So stop. So yeah, this is where I'm up to, and I'll probably carry on with this one, I think, and then maybe back into my elephant, because like I say, they're both in luminance and I'm using similar. I've got 2 panels of pencils stacked up at the moment, so I've got one container for my elephant pencils, and I've got one container for all the greens and things that I've been using for her. So I kind of need to get those 2 finished, because I can't be doing with 2 sets of things. I don't normally work on a number of pages like this. Normally I work on one page and I finish it, and I work on the next page and I finish it. But I just, yeah, struggle to concentrate, struggle to make myself want to do it. But I have been enjoying working on her. This is a favourite book. I did enjoy working on her eyes. I don't know if that shows, but I have enjoyed working on her eyes. Again, I don't think I'm quite finished on the skin, but it's nearly there. I need to make a decision about what these little scales are going to be. I kind of want them to be dual coloured, so I'm thinking I'm going to colour them in colour pencil and then lay some watercolour over the top. Something that's got a bit of shimmer that you'll maybe still see underneath. Maybe even some of those new watercolours that I've just got from Temu, because there was a couple of that in there that have some quite nice light effects in them, so I quite like that. It's a cheeky fish that's behind her there, isn't there, as well? Oh, and there's another one there, but he's not as cheeky as him, look. But yeah, I've quite enjoyed that, so I'm hoping that that's going to inspire me to carry on. Finished pages, I have finished, let's grab them even though I'm not going to show you them. I finished a page in Garden Enchantments by Angelica Scudamore. I'll show you that in my finished pages at the end of the month. And I have finished a page in Disney Le Grand Classiques. This is the original one. I don't like this page that I've done in here, but I'm highly likely that I might do another one in here, or possibly one in the Princesses book that I've recently got from Vinted. We'll see. Might want to start in that, but I kind of want to get a bit more done in this one. But I've finished 2 in there, so at least I've got 2 for the end of the month video this month. Then, what books am I actually going to work in this month, or at least I'm going to try, crossing my fingers, try. So let me pause, then I can clear these ones off and get my other pile out. Okay, so books that were in my plans last month that I didn't get to, but I'd still like to. So Birdomania, not sure how you pronounce it, by, I've forgotten the artist's name, Ravina Bhaskaran. I've kind of narrowed this down to either the owl, if I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to do anything that's really tricky. This page I really quite like. It does give me kind of William Morris old wallpaper vibes, but I'm thinking I'd quite like to colour it, but really bright with a bit of a metallic background. I think I'd quite enjoy doing that. So that does appeal, and I do love this page that is the cover image, but I'm kind of thinking I'll leave this when I think I'm going to leave this till I've worked a few pages in this book and I'm a bit more familiar with how the paper is and what materials work well and what maybe are not suitable so much. Because I do really love this page. I think this is my favourite page in the book. So I don't want to put myself under too much pressure. I'm thinking this is the likely page because I kind of can see what I want to do with it. Yeah, I'm thinking it's likely to be that one. Let's pop it down there. This one, again, was a fairly new book by Kate Forrester, Women's Wisdom. I had a few picked in here. I like all of them. It's a really nice illustration style. So I had that one picked. I had that one picked. Let's quickly find it. I had this one picked with the bird. I think if I do the other bird, I'm probably not going to do that. I had the heart picked. I think, again, the heart pick is probably a good page if I'm feeling lazy. But there is part of me that thinks I'll get a little bit bored with it. I'm thinking out of all of them, this one does appeal the most because I quite like this girl reading in the grass, and obviously you've got some nice little flowers. I quite like this girl as well. It's quite an unusual drawing, isn't it? Quite like a spotty top and a stripy leggings. And she's got a flower and sun and clouds. I was thinking I could do the cloud a bit rainbowy. Also, quite a nice page. I would still like to work in that this month. And then I've obviously got that one, the elephant, in that one. But this one is also uncoloured. I think this is the Festivals one. I don't think I've translated it, but I have a feeling it is the Festivals one. So I'd kind of like to get started in this one as well. And I have enjoyed working on this paper in that other book. So not really thought about which image though. I need to find one that I really like so that I want to do it. I've seen this one done quite a little bit, the little American Indian. And it's a cute page, but it's a very particular colour palette, isn't it, and that, and I don't know if I want to restrict myself. See, there is another elephant. But I don't really want to do two elephants. We've got a little seamstress lady. That's quite nice. We've got an Alice in Wonderland page. Is this Portugal? They look like the little Portugal cockerels. Possibly. Might have to translate that page and just check. Because those, if it's the Portugal ones, the cockerels are black with, I think they're red, the little dots on them. Because we actually have some downstairs in the kitchen that we got when we were in Portugal, so I can double check if that is where they're from. I might have to have a translate it and see. Oh, that's quite nice, little portrait. Oh, frog. What's the frog? Jumping Frog Jubilee. Now that is cute, isn't it? That's a good possibility. But yeah, I'm thinking I'd quite like to make a page in here. It might be quite nice to get the second one done, so that I've started in both of these. That's nice as well. Carnival. That's cute. I don't think we're in the right season for carnival, but who cares? Yeah, so I might like to work in the festivals one as well. I was very bad last month, and even though I'm in the Dragon Spell Instagram group, they did the Little Mouse Warrior page. I won't be able to find now. That was the month before. I have a feeling it's forward from there. But obviously I didn't get that done. I didn't even start it. Yeah, they've done this one, so now I'm already behind. and I need to just check which one this month's is. I know it's up, I've just not absorbed it. Just a sec. Okay, so we're doing this upside down one. Oh, I can't do upside down pages, drive me mad. So yeah, I'm going to colour it that way up because it just, my brain can't deal with it being upside down. So yeah, that's quite cute, isn't it? So we've got a little flower and he's coming out of the flower, and then we've got similar ones around him. Hopefully I'll get a bit done on that. It feels a little bit easier than the cat mouse guard version. Some of them have done some amazing work on this page. Hopefully at some point I'll catch it back up. Yeah, I just couldn't face it this month. just wasn't okay to colour. Just couldn't tackle it, and I don't want to mess the page up like this. So but yeah, this is the one that's next. If you want to join the Dragons Spell group, contact Zuvira Art on YouTube. Well, it's on Instagram, so you probably better message her on there, or Colouring by Kamama. She's also involved as well. It's not my group, so I can't add you. But yeah, if you're interested in the Dragon Spell group, it's on Insta. Contact either of those two, and that would be great. Other books that I fancy having a go at this month: Frogs and Flowers. This is my favourite of Emma's books from Storm's Eye Design. I do fancy doing another of her lovely frogs. Probably one of the big pages though, not the smaller postcardy sizes. I love all of these. It's going to be hard to pick one. That's quite cute with the bee, isn't it? I do quite like that. Christmas frog, that's also cute. Look at this frog outfit. That's cool. I love frogs. I like that as well. Those are lovely in flowers. This is one of my favourite images. That's also very tempting. So any of those I'm thinking would be really lovely. I like them all though. Although I think Emma's also sent me one of her Christmas book pages to colour as well. So I'll either do the frog, I might do well and do both, you never know. Or I might do her Christmas image as well. We'll see what I have time for. But Frogs and Flowers by Storm's Eye Design. Lovely book, lovely quality books. Love her drawing. They're not too involved, so they feel quite comfortable to work on. I really enjoy working in those books. Speaking of books that... these books, well, I got them from Book Depository. That's how old they are, and they still are unworked. I find how complicated these books are really off-putting, and I've got the premium artist edition, and obviously this one is just the normal edition. They're such beautiful drawings, aren't they? But somehow they do just intimidate me a little bit. They're very, very pretty, but I kind of feel, right, come on. There's a new one out, and I've stopped myself from buying it because I have another one. This isn't even all my collection of them. I have another one. I haven't worked in any of them. So I've kind of said to myself, you cannot have the other one until you've at least done a page in each of these. So I'm thinking something summary, but that feels terrifying as a page, doesn't it? That's quite a lot. This one feels a bit more doable. The little cottage and a little bit of forest and cottage garden, that feels a bit more doable. I might even put a bookmark in that if I can get in my drawer without knocking over the pile of books that I've managed to build up. That one's quite nice as well. Sunflowers are pretty. I might put that in a sunflower. We might pick one in the sunflower one as well. Eating melon in the forest. That's cute. We're in a pool that's in a book. And we've got, that is quite a confusing little page, isn't it? But that's pretty. That's also not too bad. I think I'm probably being crazy even picking these, considering I'm struggling to do any colouring. Picking colouring pages that are hard probably aren't going to help me, aren't they? That's pretty, isn't it? Oh, that one's not too bad to start with, is it? That's not too terrifying. Let's put a thing in there. That's pretty terrifying. Please do a watercolour landscape. That's not a gentle start in, is it? That one's not too bad either, is it? It's basically some green with some flowers in, and then the girl, isn't it? But yeah, I kind of would like to start. That feels a bit more autumnal. Although it kind of does feel a bit like it's gone a bit autumnal here in the UK now. It kind of feels like I broke up for school and it's become autumn overnight. I've not had any summer holiday and it's suddenly autumn. Oh, that one's quite nice as well. Midsummer Night's Dream. I'll not put my cowing upside down because that'll annoy me. But yeah, I've got 2 of the Forest Girl books. I don't think I've translated them. Oh, I have. It's Okay to Take a Break by Paul. Have I translated this one? No. But yeah, these are, crossing fingers, maybe I might work in them. Chances are not high, I think is where I am. This is also not worked in by Poochie. Midnight Tea Party for plush toys. It is very cute, but somehow I have not worked in it. Oh, what's going on? Is the cover behaving strangely? I haven't picked a page, but there's lots. Oh, look, ice cream page. Is this an ice cream shop? Being served by a scary bear. Oh, that's a quite nice page. So we've got little like fairground horses or something. They're carrying stars and the little mouse. And then the boy's on this little hot air balloon. Yeah, I don't really know. I've not worked in this page, but because it's not too complicated, she says, finding a complicated page. There's some nice pages in it, isn't there? See, this is quite complicated, but I do quite like doing berries. So we've got cherries, we look like we've got raspberries, blueberries, elderberry, I don't know. Yeah, there's some nice pages in here, so maybe I might make a start on here. That's quite a nice little single page with her stood on the tulips. But I quite like the little horses. I quite like doing horses. This is quite nice as well. The elephants and the plane. Oh, this cover is fighting back with me. It's being annoying. Mice in the bath. More cakes. Cuckoo clock. Yeah, there's some lovely pages in here. I need to make a start in here. I'm glad I've picked this one off the shelf. It's been unused for too long. So, what did I say this was called? Midnight Tea Party for Plush Toys by Poochie. Pochi. Not sure how you pronounce it. From Amazon Japan, as you might imagine. Another book that I've had for a long time. Again, I have 2 of these. I don't have the third one, I don't think. Flowers and Girls. I love the images in this. And I've never worked in it. I don't know why. Again, I think it's that slight fear factor, but some of them are not too complicated, so I think I'm just being a coward. That's a nice image, isn't it, with the hourglass. She's got a bit of a reflection. And I do like doing images like these, so I don't know. This is beautiful. Yeah, I like that. And that. Yeah, I should have worked in this book before now, because it is stunning. Really stunning book. Look at those. Where's the coloured one? Yeah. Ah, the black and white swan. That's lovely. Again, I don't think I'll do them exactly the same as they've done them. I'll do them how I do them. But it's a very pretty book. I'll probably chicken out and do one of the single pages, just to get me going with it. Maybe if I can do one in this month, I can work in the other one next month. We'll see how we go. But it's a beautiful book. So I think this is the first one of Girls and Flowers. It's Korean. I think I did get this from Book Depository, but it'll probably be on Aladdin, or maybe Etsy if you need to go there instead. Then what else have I picked out? I've been mainly looking at books that I haven't coloured in. So I think I bought this from a Facebook group a long time ago. Sakiman's Illustrations. This is Natural Enchantment Colouring Book 2018. They are basically all portraits on card, but there are some really lovely portraits in here, and I still haven't worked in them. My only worry about this is it does feel like quite shiny card, so I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe an alcohol marker base might be a good idea on these. I feel like I've skipped a page there. I like that one in particular. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe an alcohol base. That's pretty as well. Might be a good starting point just because of how shiny it is. I suspect it's going to get to the point where you can't layer pencils very well. Again, I don't think this is a book that's going to be very easy to find. I will give you the ISBN if you want to try and find it. I have had it a long time and I did buy it second hand, so sorry. Then this is a lovely watercolour book. Watercolour and colour pencil colouring book. Which colour do you like? Illustration colouring book of the Star World by Go Yeon Young. I've done one in here already, but I think I'd like to do another one in this. They are beautiful illustrations. That's pretty, isn't it? They've got like rainbow clouds. This paper does take the watercolour quite well, but it's not too textured, so I think you could very easily just work colour pencil if you wanted to. I'm thinking I will use some colour pencil on it. I'm not going to do a Halloween one now. This is quite nice. The camera, what does it say? I like cameras, fair enough. Oh, I quite like the plants one. Letters. This is the one I've done already. Rainy Day. Love Kitty. That's a pretty one. Let's have a look at the coloured version. Okay, I'm thinking maybe the kitty one. Oh, I think there's one at the back that I liked as well. I like Moonlight. I quite like the coffee cup. And this one is nice as well, but I suppose it feels again a bit more autumn maybe. Oh, this one. Yeah, I think this one I quite like. I like a flower, and I quite like the effects going on in the clouds. Might be a bit of a challenge in watercolour, but I might have a go at that. I like a flower. So in Illustration Colouring Book of the Star World, again, it'd probably be Aladdin. It's probably your best bet to try and find it if you want it. It is a beautiful book. It's quite a big size. They are quite a chunky little book, 10-inch squared. It's a lovely book though. It's very nice. And what else? I've got a couple of more books. I've got many more books that I'm going to colour, but I want a lot of choices. This one I keep putting in my colouring plans by Deborah Muller. I'm not going to spend ages on it. This I bought from her Etsy. It's all on lovely, I think it's on Canson watercolour paper. I've got a few labelled, but I like all of this book. I've just not had the mentally quiet time to sit down and do some work in it, but there's some beautiful pages in it. Menagerie, Lovely book, really is stunning pages in it. If you're like, I like doing kind of woodland, forest kind of images, and it's full of that. And then I've got a few that I've been wanting to colour in for a while, but I find finding the time to do it normally tricky. This was a lovely Christmas present by my soon-to-be sister-in-law. Yay! Chateau by Disney. It's an art therapy book. It's one of those books that'll just be treasured. It's such a lovely book. It's massive book. It is got lovely copper edges to it. I've not picked a page, but I kind of would like to make a start in it. We might need to go out a smidge to try and show it. They are massive pages though. It's basically A3 size. I do quite like this stained glass window, but there's so many pages in here I think are beautiful. It's really nice. I don't know why they changed the line thickness though. Like, that is too thick lines, isn't it? I much prefer this kind of size of line. I like the image, but look how thick that is. That's cute. But there's so many pages in here that are beautiful. You just want to sit and look through, like, that's lovely as well. I do like colouring a horse, I don't know why. Maybe something that feels a bit summery, it's probably what I'm looking for. These are lovely. Is this Belle? Kind of feel like... I think it is, isn't it, with those little teapot characters. I don't know. I know nothing about Disney. I don't even know. I shouldn't talk. It just shows my ignorance on the subject. Fairy godmother, that much I do know. Quite like the idea of doing the carriage. Piece of armour. I've no idea which one of these I'll pick at the moment. We'll be here all day if I look through this book properly, but I'll give you a quick flip. It'll probably be in my haul after Christmas if you want to have a proper look at it. I've probably did a slower flip of it then, of my Christmas things. But it's a stunning book, but it's massive, so it does scare me slightly. And I'm too chicken to put any water on it. Oh, look at that, double page. It's going to take a while. But yeah, I'm delighted to have this in my collection. Yeah, very, very nice. But I'd like to make a start in Chateau. And then, this is a problem. I started this time last year, didn't get very far. Dreamweaver by Olivia Whitworth, put my teeth in. This book is beautiful. I started with a bit of, I think it was my Holbein watercolours, and it did this very strange patchy effect. It did not like the watercolour at all. It's bled through a little bit, so I stopped. And then I had no idea how to tackle this page at all, because in my head I was going to watercolour most of this first, because obviously it's quite a big page and it's quite watery and it makes sense to use watercolour on it, but this paper did not like it at all. So I'm on an R. I've got some Daniel Smith watercolour ground. I could put some of that on. Obviously I've got satin glaze and liquid. I could put some of that on, but a lot of these little details I want to colour in colour pencil, and if I coat the page in some of that, that's going to make the colour pencil work very difficult, because it just eats your pencils and it's very difficult to get any fine definition once you start putting a ground on. So I might have to experiment with just putting ground where I want it, and that's not going to give the best finish. So I'm half thinking I might have to colour pencil this whole page, and that's a lot of water to colour pencil. So maybe my Tombos, maybe I might play with my Tombos on it and see. I have a feeling they will go through quite a lot, but it is a watery scene on the back side of this page, so it's just unfortunate that where I'm going to be doing water, it's rock. So I don't really want blue coming through there. That's frustrating, isn't it? this bit would be on the boat as well. So yeah, this challenges, I think. The other thing, I could use a bit of gelato, but they're going to be a bit light, I think, for a watercolour finish. I don't know. I've still got issues to figure out, but I do want to do the little colourful beach huts. I love a beach hut. I love the beach. Sadly, we're not going away this year for various reasons, but I do miss being at the beach. I love being at the beach. My mind relaxes at the beach like no other place. So it'd be nice to do a beach scene. And now I'm looking at it, I really want to colour the huts. So I think I need to find a solution for the water. It might just be I've got to do it the hard way with coloured pencil. Fortunately for me, because I started on the sky, I don't actually mind the patchy effect that it's created. It isn't what I intended as I was working, but it kind of looks sky-like, doesn't it? So I'm going to live with that and leave it as it is. But I need to think about what I'm going to do with all of this. Like, I really did want to watercolour all the hills in and all the beach as well. I might even still try and watercolour the beach, because again, if it goes a bit patchy, does it matter if it's sand? It's probably not the end of the world, is it? And the yellow's not as likely to come through. What's it going to come through onto? Water. So we just end up with a bit of green water when I work blue over the back. So yeah, but I'd really like to come back into this page. I've been avoiding it now for too long. It's a beautiful book. Dreamweaver by Olivia Whitworth. Again, it's probably a book that you can probably only find secondhand. I think it is long out of print. It's lovely paper. It is. If you were just colouring this in colour pencil, this would be a dream, this book. It's only because I keep trying to use wet media that it's becoming a problem, because the paper is lovely in it. It is in my 25 in 25 pile, and as you can see, I've not done any yet, so I need to fix that. Another one in my 25 in 25 pile is Yoshimi Shiguchi, Journey to Dreamland. Again, another stunning book that I keep not working in because I love these pages, but they are complicated. But I do have some time this month, so I think Kay's done this page. She's done a beautiful job of it. I don't know if I'm up for tackling a page quite as big as that, but we'll see. I kind of just want to do something that I want to colour. I think that's the most important for me this month. So maybe a page like this. It's not too big, it's not too complicated. These kind of look like they've got flower dresses on, so she looks like a daffodil. Is she a rose? I'm not sure what she is, but they look like they're based on flowers, which is quite nice for summer. Some stunning pages in here. I think a good chunk of them will have to wait until I retire and have more time. Been waiting a while, unfortunately. Another elephant. Not doing another elephant this month. I do like this page, but again, it's a lot of fabric. But yeah, Yoshimi Shiguchi, Journey to Dreamland. I still need to work in that. I'm not doing very well at it. And then I have a few more. This is also I've not worked in yet. Mickey Taki's postcard book. I think this is the Fairy Tales one. They're only little A6 sizes, these little cards. I think it's the size that I find most difficult. It's so small. I'm not quite sure how to tackle it. Like, she has got rainbow hair, look. Yeah, this one feels a bit more of a doable page. Wizard of Oz. Alice in Wonderland, I'm guessing. Thumbelina? No, I'm guessing now. Little Mermaid, that's cute as well. But I've had this ages. That's a beautiful Snow White page. I've had this ages and I still haven't coloured in it, so I'd like to do a bit on that one. And then these are also pretty new in that I've not touched yet. So this book I couldn't get for love nor money for ages. Oceans to Stars by Lydia Fenwick. This is a beautiful book. It's slightly scaring me though, because the detail is teeny tiny. Look how small those are. But I'm thinking I'm probably going to try a bit of watercolour on this. and because it's one-sided you could use some markers in it, so that's lovely, isn't it? Capricorn, Scorpio. I've not picked one. I don't think I'm going to pick one. I'm going to see how I feel and go with what I want to work with. I was half thinking I'd do Aquarius because that's my star sign, but now I see the page, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that one. It's not looking the simplest starting place. I think I'd probably do some of the portraits towards in the back side. Don't know. It's stunning pages, aren't they? But I do quite like that as well. As it Gemini, yes. Because we have a bit of creativity going on in the background, couldn't we? I'm kind of thinking again, some metallic paints in the background might be nice. Purples and things. But I was thinking of one of these kind of half portraits. I quite like the Pisces one. Aquarius. So I've got Birds of Paradise on mine. Sky blue and violet. I do like those colours. Capricorn. Sagittarius. Scorpio. Quite like Aries as well. But yes, I'd like to make a start in Oceans to Stars by Linda Fenwick. And then the last one I've picked out is again one that I bought recently from my local supermarket. Is a Deco Time book. These are quite large. Somebody did tell me that the name was on it and it was right in front of me, and I still don't see it. Now I'm looking again the second time. What an idiot. Oh, Wild Animals, duh. So these are on watercolour cards and they kind of fold up to make a little canvas. So they're quite a nice thing to do, and then I could maybe fold it up to put on. I quite like this little cute cat. And again, the actual image is only 8x8, so although the book feels big, the actual images aren't massive. Little hummingbird, that's cute. Scary looking cat, I quite like that as well though. Is it one of them naked Siamese? What are they called? I don't know. Is it Siamese? Siamese aren't naked, are they? So they're like... I'm talking rubbish, I'll just shut up. I quite like that cat one. Anyway, he's also cute. Is there another one? Yes. Oh, and the lion. Yeah, I like this book. I don't think it's going to be the easiest to work on. I quite like the work. That's nice as well. I like the hummingbird. And I do like the scary cat. He's very cute, but it's got fur, so we'll swear them. And I think that should be enough, surely. Goodness me. What a crazy pile. But yeah. Obviously, there is a lot of books that I've picked out there to have a think about. Far too many books. I don't know whether I'll get any done or none done or loads done. Just, yeah, I can't seem to persuade myself to do it at the moment, so we'll see. I've picked out lots of things that are hopefully inspiring, and I'll try and get some finished at the end of the month, but I'm making no promises. Sorry for being a letdown for July. Hopefully there'll be a couple of videos coming up. I have filmed my art room in here. I need to do a lot of editing because there's a lot of bits where I witter on for quite a bit and I'm like, shut up, Wendy. What are you going on about? So I need to edit it a bit, so it might be a bit cropped about a bit when I finally get to release it. We'll see. And I was going to do a video of what's actually in all of my drawers and cupboards and things like that, but that was taking so long I actually ran out of battery. So I only half filmed that bit, but at some point we'll see. I might go back to it. Thank you very much for watching. This has been another ridiculously long video. I do apologise. I do seem to like wittering on about colouring books. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you're having a great time and enjoying whatever it is you're doing over these summer months. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.